Hey y'all. Okay, so it is totally like, I don't know, after 2 o'clock a.m., all right? Because I would not be recording from my cellular device if it was not. It's amazing how I am struck to do certain videos at certain times of the day. And I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and do this video because if I don't do it now, then I'm going to be thinking about it. Okay, so this is a video. Of course it's a video. But I want to talk about, I was inspired, girl, get it together, by a comment that was left for me in the comment section. This individual asked me, have you always been this way? And if so, how did this become, or something to that effect? I think I left a comment like, for the most part, I've always been this way, but it took me a while to really accept who I was and all of that stuff. So let me give you an example. For the most part, I've always been a little touched and a little goofy or whatever. And that's cool. I've always been the type of person who was always smiling and laughing and cracking jokes and all of that stuff. Well, it's amazing how life will go down and it will kind of change who you are and some of the things that you do. When you think about trait versus state, my trait is I love to laugh. I am goofy and all of that stuff, right? Because of things that went down, my state sort of changed. So I stopped laughing, I stopped smiling, and I was just a complete mess. You know what I mean? Just a complete mess, like during several periods in my life. You ever do something and then someone said something to you about what you did and it was negative, and then you internalized what they said, right? And as a result of that, you completely changed your whole self because of something that someone said. I'm going to give you two examples. All right. When I was in middle school, I had just moved to this state. And when I came here to Virginia, the girls here look so different than how I looked and how like the other girls looked in Florida and stuff like that. Like they had TNA for days. They look like grown women, okay? Like they look like they had some churn or whatever. So here it is. I look like I probably belonged in freaking, I don't know, elementary school or whatever. I was real goofy. I was still very, what's the word? Innocent. Like I didn't know a whole bunch about stuff. Just was completely in the dark, okay? Like really in the dark, like dark, okay? Focus. Okay, so I remember when I was in like elementary school, my mom used to always make my clothes, okay, right? And the clothes were so fresh most of the time. I wanted them to be a little tighter, but my mom was like, look, you're skinny already. If I make them any tighter, it's going to be like stitched together or whatever. You're not going to be able to get your skinny thighs through these biking shorts or whatever. Just crazy stuff. Anyway, so I remember I used to, I used to think I was so freaking fresh. I remember I've always loved fashion. I would just think of like, oh, I want to wear this and I want to wear this and it's going to be fresh. I remember I had this belt and I'm going to find a belt. I have a belt that's similar to the belt that I wore in middle school. I'll post the picture like somewhere over here or whatever. So what I decided to do was put this belt on my head and wear it as a headband, okay? You could not tell me that I was not the hot stuff, okay? So I had like this headband. I was like, oh my God, I'm so fresh. This is so like innovative or whatever. And ain't nobody doing it like this, because technically nobody was. I remember when I got off the school bus, because I guess nobody had enough sense to laugh at me on the school bus on the way to school. When I got on the school bus, when I got off the school bus and I was walking towards the building, like the kids were just joking me, right? And I'm thinking to myself, how you gonna joke me? But this is like so freaking fresh or whatever, right? I was like, they clearly don't know that this is what's hot in the streets, but according to them, it wasn't hot in the streets. As a result of that, I internalized their reaction to me wearing this headband, okay? I didn't wear the headband belt situation anymore, right? And I was just like, gosh. So then I remember thinking before I would go to school, Like, okay, I can't wear this because they may joke me if I wear this. I can't wear my hair like that because they may joke me if I wear my hair like that. Like, I think I was still wearing my hair in ponytails and stuff like that. And kids, they had like fangaways and stacks. Remember stacks, y'all? They like short hair and it was long in the back. I didn't look anything like that or whatever. So I remember thinking, dang, I got to change up this. I got to change up that. I think LA Gear was real popular. My mom didn't buy me LA Gear. She's like, I'm not buying you them or whatever. I didn't want the LA Gear, but I felt like I needed to wear some LA Gear. But she bought me some highlights that looked like the LA Gear joints were. And they didn't know. Kids didn't know. But anyway, so because of that one incident, I was like, ooh, I can't wear that because that is not cool according to them. Okay, still was goofy, still laughed a lot. I remember in the yearbook, somebody wrote beside my name that I was childish, and I remember thinking to myself, this is in 8th grade. I remember thinking to myself, gosh, what does that mean? What do you mean I'm childish? Like, well, I guess because I was goofy, I was always laughing, I was always smiling, I didn't have any kids or tattoos or any of that mess, so that made me childish. So as a result of that comment in the yearbook, I stopped smiling. When I hit like 9th grade, I stopped smiling. In my pictures, my high school pictures, I wasn't smiling anymore. And plus two, wasn't cool to smile in the 90s for whatever reason. Like it was whack to smile in the 90s. So I stopped smiling. I stopped laughing as much as I used to. I remember one day I was walking down the street with a group of friends, and it was like these dudes at this like corner store, and the dude said to me, he was like, you're really pretty, you should smile. So I was like, well, I don't smile. He was just like, that's because you probably don't have no teeth in your mouth, right? And I remember thinking to myself, what? He don't know me. Not only do I have teeth, but I will bite you and stab you because you had to like protect yourself back in the day. I don't even know how I survived. Anyway, I remember thinking to myself, well, why aren't I smiling? You know what I mean? Like, day. I remember I used to smile all the time, but then I stopped. It was kind of crazy. So fast forward a little bit. I remember when I was previously married, I used to dress and look a certain way because I knew that's what he wanted. And that's fine. If you want to dress for your man, whatever, that's cool. But there are a lot of things that I denied myself because I was trying to please someone else. When deep down inside, I was like, I really want to wear this multicolored jumpsuit, and I just want to like paint all day, and I want to do this and create stuff and sew and just read, and you know what I mean? I really, really crave that. But because most of the people were telling me this is what you probably should do, that's what I ended up doing because I internalized all that stuff. So here it is. Fast forward some years, okay? Fast forward. I finally decided to stop running from myself, okay? One, it's exhausting to keep running from who you are, okay? Two, it takes a lot of work to like pretend to be something that people think that you should be. Three, I really got over myself. Four, I realized I don't care if no one likes what I do, what I got to say, how I look, how I think. I do not care because when it's all said and done, this is the life that I have to live. I have to be able to sleep at night. I have to be happy with who I am and whatever that may be. Okay. 6, I saw things differently. When people would say crazy stuff to me, instead of like getting mad and ready to cuss them out, like Sugar 1.0 would have cussed them out. Sugar 2.5 is like, what? Whatever. And your point means what to me? I stopped internalizing things. It's amazing how we have more power than we think we do. We are so quick to just accept things as is. It's like, no, you don't have to accept things as is sometimes. We have more power than we think we do, honestly. I look at the quality of my life now. Yeah, it's like 2:30 in the morning, and that is cool because I am happy with who I am. The hang-ups that I had back in the day, I don't have those hang-ups anymore. Okay, I do have like some temporary hang-ups. Like I have like a dark mark right here that is drive me crazy because I was picking at a pimple and there's like a mark over here and I'm just like, oh my God, that's crazy. But like the fact that I don't have like big boobs, although I joke around with it, I'm okay with it. The fact that I have stretch marks from having kids, I am okay with it. People will be all right. They will get over the fact that they don't like you for whatever reason that may be. People will get over the fact that you are smiling, that you got this on, that you wear your hair a certain way. People will get over it. Trust me. So if you are happy with what you are doing, then by all means, you do that. When I tell people that it does get better, it does get better, but you have to be willing to put in the work to make it better for yourself. Because I'm telling you, you just don't wake up one day and then like the It Gets Better pill is sitting on your dresser next to this Pepto-Bismol because you had some heartburn the other day. There isn't an elixir that you can take for it. It takes time. You have to believe in yourself. You have to trust yourself. You have to love yourself. You have more power than you think you do. I'm telling you, man, I get asked all the time, Shug, why are you always so happy in YouTube videos? You know, what's up with that? One, I'm happy because I choose to be happy. That's crazy, right? There are things that had the potential to set me off, but I don't give it that power. I'm like, you know what? Psh, it can be worse, like a whole lot worse. Two, I am a firm believer in the power of positive energy. Okay, you ever watch a video or read something or see someone and they just got stank just oozing off of them? It makes you feel some type of way, right? And if you're not careful, that thing will do something to you. I'm telling you, ain't trying to freak you out, but I'm telling people's spirits ain't right sometimes. So with me, because I'm a firm believer in the positive energy, I don't come to you guys and make videos if I have an attitude, for the most part. Not venting, of course, but there are times where I just feel like crap. I don't want to be bothered. I don't get up here and make a YouTube video. You know why? Because I am very much aware of the power of energy. So if you watch my video and if I got a stank attitude, you're going to be left feeling some type of way. And I'm more responsible than that. So I know this video is all over the place. It's probably like it's 15 minutes already. Okay, I'm about to go. Yeah, stay encouraged, everyone out there. It does get better. Thank you so much for all of your positive support and all of that stuff. You guys mean so freaking much to me. I know you're like, but Shug, you don't respond to all the comments. I know I get overwhelmed because I'm like, oh my God, it's just so many of them. But you guys are such a blessing to me. Like, I don't even think you understand how much of a blessing you guys are to me. And I realized too, like, this thing is so much bigger than me. It's crazy. I'm not gonna bust out crying because y'all know I be all emotional and stuff. But yeah, I'm about to go. But to read me some of this here, new moon. I know I'm late, but yeah, okay, I'm rambling. All right, guys, be blessed. Peace.